Divinity Original Sin, though. Let's talk about it. What is it? It's like a 2.5D isometric RPG. A bunch of people said, Pete, you should play Divinity Original Sin. Of course, a bunch of people said that about Tyranny 2, a game which I actively despised. But I'm hoping maybe Divinity Original Sin can do a little bit better. So let's get started. I've not played any of Divinity Original Sin, and in fact, I've played none of the original Divinity either, so I know fuck all about the whole franchise. Let's try and see if... this is very Layers of Fear inspired. Are all the we're gonna play single player. Classic. Okay, so there's Explorer mode. Every difficulty has its own painting, and each one is more visually troubling than the last. Wow, Honor mode is just straight up like, this is a grim, horrible death that awaits you in the bleak oblivion of nothing. They've inspired me. It's a very nihilist feel. I'm definitely not playing on that mode, though. Tactician mode. This is sort of like Undead Washington crossing the Delaware. Alright, I mean, you know, it seems like the soldiers at Valley Forge as an undead army would have been a vastly more effective fighting force. Part of the ship, part of the crew. It's gonna be good. Get some stabbies in chat. Oh, you know, okay, let's just play on classic mode here. The classic Divinity experience. You'll need your wits about you both in and out of combat. Oh, I picked this difficulty and suddenly everything is fucking on fire, huh? Doesn't exactly fill me with encouragement, but alright, Divinity, show me what you got. Alright, female fantasy-inspired warriors, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you're gonna go into combat with, like, knives and swords and arrows and shit, I mean, cleavage is great. I'm all for cleavage. Cleavage is all well and good. But, you know what? Put a fucking breastplate on, baby. Just try and protect your sternum. You know, your heart is the part right behind that. Your heart is right behind that cleavage, and it's completely unprotected. Somebody's gonna stab you in the heart. Did your sub pop up? I didn't see it, the threat, but if you did, sub, thanks very much for the love. I appreciate it. Get some stabbies in chat for threat. Judine. Doesn't quite work quite the well. Don't take my man just because you can. Also, we're definitely not gonna be Judine. I have a very specific thing in mind for this guy. We're gonna be Stabby. You can see Stabby down in the lower right. It's not the girls picking this armor style. I'm just saying, female fantasy warriors, how about a more practical armor thing? I love cleavage as much as the next guy or lady. Don't get me wrong. Cleavage is great. Boobs are great. There's nothing that's not awesome about boobs. But, you know, the heart stabbing is gonna happen. Cover those bad boys up. Once the fighting is over, then feel free to let your tatas and fun bags fly free as they were meant to fly. But, you know, when the fire and brimstone is coming down from the skies and the arrows are falling, blackening the heavens, put a damn breastplate on. That's all I'm saying. So we're going to make, let's see if we can make Stabby here. And in fact, first thing we're going to do, we're going to change our name to Stabby. So, I mean, Stabby is very clearly a dwarf. He's one of the very 7... Well, Stabby, of course, the 8th dwarf. There used to be way more dwarves until Stabby killed all of them. Petrifying touch. Why does a dwarf have petrifying touch? That doesn't seem right at all. Are dwarves petrifying now? I'm pretty sure you have them confused with Medusa. Dome of Protection. Oh, maybe that's something we get because we're a wayfarer. Alright, so I'm definitely doing a custom background. Let's look at the options. I mean, we're probably going to be a dwarf. Let's see what else there are. Alright, we've got a real Legolas look to us. No, thank you. Classic human. Alright, your baseline, no frills. Everyday kind of Tom Hanks sort of fantasy hero. Oh, we can be some sort of lizardish dragon man. You look kind of cool. Oh, your spine, though, sir. Oh, that scoliosis, bro. You gotta go see an orthopedist about that shit and maybe get a back brace or something. We can't be you. Your back is... Undead dwarf! That's a thing? Well, I mean, the other dwarves did kill Stabby, but if he's come back from the dead... That elf needed a bit more armor, too. Actually, that elf fucking needed a sandwich is what he needed. Look at this guy. Homeboy weighing like a $1.98 soaking wet here. A $1.98, Pete? All right, you're right. He weighs 98 cents. This guy, if this guy's breaking 100 pounds, I'll eat my hat. Look at the rippled muscles that he's got, though. He's got a six-pack on his back. Even Yuri Novak did, I mean, he had a 54-pack, more than 2 full cases of abs, but this guy, he's got a 54-pack in front, and he's toting an extra case around the back, too. Guy's double dipping. That booty? Are we talking about the elf booty, or are we talking about the lizard man booty? Because you know what? I gotta say, if you're talking about the lizard man booty, you may be onto something. Homeboy got some junk in a trunk. I like some lizard man, but we gotta be an undead dwarf, right? I mean, it's too perfect. Stabby has come back from the dead to finish off the 7 dwarves he didn't get the first time. Undead elf? Oh, sir. Please. I mean, your other friend really needed a sandwich, but you've taken the anorexia thing to a whole new level. Undead human? Okay, kind of a Captain Jack Sparrow during the fight with Barbossa kind of flair. I'm not really into it. Undead lizard. He's still got the scoliosis, but I feel as though he has lost some junk in the trunk department, and this is much less desirable. Beast. Origin characters have rich personal background stories that allow you to experience the full extent of Divinity Original 2.10 tag system. Custom characters don't have origin stories. Oh, Beast is like... Okay, so this is a particular man. His name is Beast. Thane. Ifan Ben Meds. Why does this guy just look... Why does every human just look like Captain Jack Sparrow after a heavy drinking binge, though? I mean, this is basically Jack Sparrow after like 3 weeks on a serious bender. Loesch. A musician, performer, star, and host to all manner of disembodied visitors. Oh, it's the lady from, the crazy lady from the show where she talks to ghosts. What's her name? Long Island Medium? That crazy charlatan bitch? Apparently she made it into a Divinity Original Sin. I'm not gonna play her, but the Red Prince. You are infamous, a brilliant warrior general exiled from his empire for cavorting with demons. Fallen from grace, you refuse to give up. The throne will be yours again. They kicked their king out of his country for fucking demons? That's hardcore. This may be the most hardcore origin story of all time. Yeah, used to be king of my land. I was gonna be the crown prince. Everything was great, and then they found out, I've been summoning demons and like having these big demonic orgies, and suddenly, oh no, I can't inherit the throne. They exiled me from my own country, bro. Not cool, just cause homeboy wants to slam it to a few succubuses on the side? Sabile. Oh, my dear. Oh, your legs look like 2 pieces of spaghetti with a meatball for a knee. Also, can we talk about the breastplate thing, Sabile? I mean, I really feel... Holy shit, you got like a 96... You have more abs than your male counterpart. She also has the reverse back abs going. What the hell is wrong with elves? They're fucking ropey as shit. That neck, though. You know, chat, you're not wrong. She does have a... Now, honestly, her neck is a little too elongated, and her head is very, very much too small. And no proper chest protection. This lady doesn't even have, like, a shirt. She's just got, like, fucking leaves and some paint over her nipples. You're gonna be dead in, like, 5 minutes, Sabile. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna snap that long giraffe-like neck of yours, and, you know, I love long, elegant necks. It's definitely my thing, but this is harmful. We can't do this. I can't in good conscience do that. We're going back to Undead Dwarf. We're playing Stabby. Hell yeah. Just, you know, a dude. Oh, wow. The female Undead Dwarf has a really jaunty look about her, huh? She's like, hey, what's up, eh? I don't know why she's British, but this is definitely like the kind of British lady who works at, like an off-track gambling bet place. She's like a bookie. Definitely getting kind of like a Yorkshire Cockney kind of vibe from her. Oh, you want to place a bet on a match on Saturday to watch with the football there over at Wembley? I like your cut of your jib, lady, especially that hairstyle, but no, we're making Stabby. I don't want to be this thing with a crossbow, though. Stabby is definitely a man who has 2 knives. I would like to be a man who has 2 knives. A witch. An intimidating presence whose bone-chilling power fires terrify a friend and foe alike. Raise bloated corpse. Holy shit, I love the name of that skill, though. A bloated corpse will be summoned at the location of your target. Blows up your target. Chloroform is a skill. Okay. I mean, that's real good. Set sleeping for 1 turn, does not break invisibility or sneaking. Damage is based on your level and receives bonus from finesse, resisted by magic armor. Okay. Mosquito Swarm. What do you play dead? Okay, Dome of Protection. Create a magical field that restores magic and physical armor, increases elemental resistance on allies in an area. Undead lets you heal from poison, but regular healing will damage you instead. Alright, good to note. Sturdy gives you 10% maximum vitality and 5% dodging. And I don't want to be a witch. Classic wizard. I mean, he looks really badass in that he's telekinetically spinning, aka sort of juggling. I mean, he's only juggling 2, so it's technically not juggling, but still. Juggling some, like, poison wands, that looks pretty badass. Searing daggers, fossil strike, ignition. Battle mage. What do you got? Shocking touch. Battering ram, sounds cool. Blinding radiance. I'm not sure I like this guy's attitude. He's a little too cavalier. No, I can't be you. I just want a man who has 2 knives. That's all I want. Cleric, okay. Got decaying touch because, yeah, cleric's not noted for their restoration. All right, that's a healing skill. Bloodsucker. Target character consumes blood surfaces around them, restoring vitality. The more blood, the more they will be healed. Oh, gross, man. You can run around and, like, lick up blood off the battlefield? That seems kind of egregious. Undead dwarves have a lot of thigh for skeletons. What are you? A conjurer. Conjures a trusty personal demon and elemental totems to aid in battle. Shouldn't you be talking to the Red Prince, the guy who was having all the demonic succubus-fueled orgies at his place before they kicked him out? Enchanter. Electric discharge, hail strike, rain. Boy, that seems not useful at all. Unless we're going to a strip club. Admittedly, if you're going to a strip club, you definitely want an enchanter in your party. I'm gonna make it rain, yo! And then he just, like, casts a thundercloud over the stage, and the strippers get all wet, and they get all pissed off and kick you out. And the bouncer comes over. He's like, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. When we say make it rain, it's not what we're just get the fuck out of this club and never come back. Fighter. Do you have to... Please tell me you have a shield, though. I don't know where your legs are attached to the rest of your body, but it looks like you don't have thighs. It's just like your knee is directly bolted to your hip. I mean, your shield looks really cool with the red-eyed fox face thing, but I want a man who has 2 swords. An Inquisitor. Nope. Didn't we start at Inquisitor? I like that hammer. Knight. 2 swords? No, this guy's 1 really big sword and no shit. Man, that sword is badass looking though, huh? The hip bone's connected to the question mark? Stabby isn't a gnome? No, Stabby is a dwarf. He's the 8th dwarf. There used to be like a couple dozen dwarves, and then Stabby killed all of them except for the last 7. That miserable son of a bitch, Doc, finally brought him down. I like that sword, but no. Can I have 2 of those swords? I'm sold if you give me another one of those swords. Check out that booty, though. This guy got a lot of junk in the trunk for a skeleton. He's like, this guy's the Nicki Minaj of skeletons. Metamorph. What do you do? Oh, you have tentacle power. No, I'm not playing tentacle hentai, not today. No, thank you. Ranger. All right. I feel like the jokes between Gimli and Legolas would be too rife if I was a dwarf with a bow. Just, no, I can't do it. Rogue. 2 knives! There it is. This is it. Okay, I immediately feel comfortable with myself. This man has 2 knives, much like Stabby the dwarf has 2 knives. Dual knife action? Yeah. Shadow Blade. Do you have 2 knives? Nope, you just have the 1 knife. Actually, didn't we start at Shadow Blade? No, we started at Wafer. What's a Shadow Blade do? Fuck it, I don't care. We're gonna be a rogue because he has 2 knives. Dual knives? Dual knives. Throwing knife. Throw a knife at your opponent, dealing 27 to 28 physical damage. Can backstab! Exclamation point. Damage space in your attack and receives a bonus from finesse. Alright, backlash. Jump over an enemy, landing behind their back and backstabbing them for 27 to 28 physical damage. 100% chance to backstab. Okay, seems pretty good. Adrenaline. Gain 2 action points immediately, but lose 2 action points next turn. Any action points over your maximum are lost. Well, I don't know shit about how combat works there, because that could be good or it could be terrible. So we can play dead. We have Dome of Protection. Undead and Sturdy doesn't seem to change. I think we gotta go rogue. No, rogue, though. Dual knives. That's what I want. Double knives. Let's get our appearance customized and get to work here. We can change the color of our bones? Can I zoom in more? Nope. So, I don't want to be like Lily Fish Belly White like Jon Snow. Antiquated? Okay. That's pretty filthy. Stabby was kind of a crunchy, dirty dude. Okay, decomposed maybe taking it a little too far. Somebody needs to take a wire brush to this guy. He's just got mildew on him. Sunbaked? Nah. Charred? I like it. I just want to try and make him look as much like the dwarf on the channel logo as possible. Nutmeg's not bad. Your bones are made of nutmeg. Oh, you can grate me over a little bit of hot chocolate in the wintertime. Just grate the old knuckle bones there across the grater and sprinkle it on top of your... I think antiquated probably is what I like most. We have face... How can we have different face styles? We're just a skeleton. Oh, well, this one has a giant hole in it. I mean, basically, we don't have a skull if we go this route. It's just all whole. No, thank you. I'd like a whole skull, please. This is the West Coast rapper blinged out skull, I guess? Check him out, yo. He's got a fearsome grill. That's right, man. I rolled deep up in here. Oh, wow. This guy's even... this. Okay, so this is... Wait a minute. West Coast rapper. East Coast rapper. West Coast. Got the flair. He's got the style. He's rolling deep like Hollywood. East Coast rapper. He's hard, man. He's from the streets. This man has seen some shit. Growing up in Harlem. Pimping from a young age. Trying to make a living. Bad streets of the Big Apple. I don't like any of it. What else we got? You know what? I'm just going to go with regular skeleton head, thank you. Hairstyle. I'm a skeleton. Why do I have hair at all? So we got... What is this hair attached to, by the way? I mean, I don't have skin. So why do I still have... You know, I'm... Sometimes you just shouldn't ask questions, Pete. Some things are just too good. Alright, what looks most like actual Stabby's hair? Stabby kind of has like a little flip back do going. We got bald, we got wispy fringe, we got... You know what? This hair is a little too emo for me. When we're not, like, have a baloney patch baldom going on. Alright, it's got to be this one. Hair color, it's definitely got to be white. We have, yeah, smoke, that's it, right there. Facial features. We can have I mean, this makes even less sense than the hair on our head, though. Why do I have a fucking mustache? I don't have lips! Okay, so we can be no facial hair, but Stabby has a beard. Too much dress up, not enough stabbing. There's never too much dress up. We're gonna have to be looking at this little paper doll man throughout several dozens and dozens of hours of gameplay, as I understand it. The dress up is important, Command Post. I really like the Fu Manchu. It's just not quite appropriate. What is that attached to? No. Oh, that's not... Actually, that's pretty close to Stabby's actual mustache. What else we got? We got, okay, Fu Manchu and goatee. And then... Was that like a... It's got like a chin strap going? It just doesn't work when you don't have cheeks. Let's go. This one is probably the closest to the channel logo. I have no idea what this hair is attached to, though. I mean, okay, one of our braids is actually coming out of our teeth. I'm going to assume he's just like, that's a fake beard and he's holding it in his lower mouth. He's just biting it to attach it. All right, what's our voice going to sound like? Can I play this?
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Okay, we got Trickster.
Meet your maker.
Got Warrior.
Meet your maker.
Adventurer.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Greet the Reaper for me.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Almost got me that time. Oh, almost got me that time. Meet your maker.
Try again.
Try again.
None of these really sound like Stabby.
Almost got me that time.
Ha! Nice try.
You're not trying to escape. Greet the Reaper for me. Nice try.
Prepare
I guess
yourself.
adventure is probably the closest. I mean, Stabby is definitely like a creepy sort of Dexter-esque character who's wandering around saying as little as possible so as to not draw. There is a bug on my monitor. There we go. Trying not to draw attention to the fact that he's a monster. Okay, preset. What are we doing here? Build preset, rogue. Oh, nope. Okay. So this is our class. Okay, so we've got an opportunity to edit. What can we change? Oh, edit our skills. Okay. Like, both of the skills we saw got bonuses based on finesse. Constitution is what? Like hit points? Intelligence? Oh, we get plus 5% damage for intelligence. Oh, intelligence-based weapons and skills. We're probably not going to be using those. Lift and carry heavier items. I'm intrigued by that. Memory. Base slots 3, extra slots for memory plus 0. Which are... Memory affects your amount of memory slots which are required to learn skills. Okay, wits. Critical chance, initiative, and ability to detect traps and... Alright, I'm a... You know what? No, I don't want Constitution, actually. I like critical chance, initiative, and ability to detect traps and find hidden treasures. Plus, you know, Stabby was a crafty son of a bitch. What game is this, and why do you see skeleton? Always envision Stabby with the voice of Hannibal Lecter. Yep, exactly. There you go, Command Post. You've got that. You pretty much nailed it right there. I want to get multiple MIGs on some people here. I want to talk them into killing themselves after they fling a fistful of cum at Jodie Foster. I think I'm going to go with wits instead of constitution, thank you. I like the 2 finessed. I'm okay with that. Right, finesse and wits. Abilities. Okay, let's just see what these do. Scoundrel. Increases movement speed and boosts critical modifier. Alright, seems okay. What are our other options, though? Warfare. Increases all physical damage you deal. Alright, Huntsman. Bonus when attacking from high ground. Pyrokinetic. Hydrosophist. Okay, these are all... Ooh. 10% for damage, though. Oh, heal! Ooh, that's good. Heal whenever you deal damage directly to vitality. Interesting. These all seem like they are... 1 free attribute point per point invested. Huh. Summoning. Okay, so these all seem like weapon skills. Oh, we already have dual wielding. Sweet! The game knew what I wanted. So do these just do bonus damage and critical chance when wielding the appropriate kind of weapon? Yep, that's exactly what they do. What's retribution? Reflects damage received to your attacker, so we could be a Thorns Paladin. Alright. Dodging and resistance bonuses to allies. Pff, Stabby works alone. Perseverance restores magic armor after you recover from frozen or stun, and restores physical armor after knockdown or petrified. No. I think we'll keep dual wielding. I like that. Scoundrel, I'm not sold on, but maybe it's okay. Civil abilities. Telekinesis. No, we're not telepathic. Lore Master. Okay, that identifies stuff. Sneaking, yes, we definitely want. Sneaking determines how well you can sneak without getting caught. I mean, that's a must-have. Thievery. I kind of want that, too. Honestly, you know what? I would rather be better at thieving than sneaking. No, that's not very... No, Stabby is the ultimate sneak. We can steal later. Bartering, persuasion, lucky charm. If I was smart, and if I was going for the min-max gameplay here, that's what I would do. I would probably take lucky charm. Bartering seems like shit. I'm not sold on Scoundrel. You know what? Moving faster, I guess, is okay. Let's just stick with the default, because all of this stuff seemed okay. Yeah, I'm alright with this. Confirm it. So, abilities, we've got those sorted. Finesse skills. Alright, let's edit these. What do we got? Throwing knife, I like. Backlash, I like. Oh, well, okay. I mean... Adrenaline, I don't know what you do per se, and I could be giving up something amazing, but if I have a chance to chloroform people, I'm gonna do that. Sneak it up behind Doc, hitting him with his own bottle of chloroform, and then tying him to a chair while he's unconscious and waiting for him to wake up so I can put a mirror in front of him and make him watch as I flay the skin from his face. Yeah, that's gonna be way better. I would like that ability, please. So, done? What do talents do, then? The oh. So I already have sturdy and undead. Got it. The pawn. 1 AP worth of free movement per turn. Requires Scoundrel 1 incompatible with Executioner. Ambidextrous? Nope. That lets us throw grenades and use scrolls. This is don't spend ammo. This is basically Smart Bomb from... What was the Old West game that was a top-down 2D shooter where you fought the Wingates? It's like old school classic Nintendo. Smart Bomb was a thing that you could buy, and when you got killed, it lets you come back. It killed every enemy on the screen. It was like a POW. What the hell was the name of that game? Gunsmoke? Was it Gunsmoke? Might have been Gunsmoke. Elemental Affinity. No, we're not casting spells. Allows you to flee combat even when enemies are right next to you. That does seem like a very stabby kind of thing to do. Come out from the shadows, cut a man's throat, and then just vanish like a ghost. Or Kaiser Soze. I like that. I think I maybe like that more than Pawn. Can we undo this? Oh, we can, and then we can take whatever we want. Okay. I like Escapist. Far Out Man. No, that's garbage. 5-star Diner. Doubles the effect of food and No, I'm not. What do I look like, a hobbit over here? Come on. Glass Cannon. Every combat round with maximum action points, but magic and physical armor do not protect you from statuses. No, I mean, it seems okay, but no. Gorilla. While sneaking, oh, that seems real good. Hothead. Nope. Leech. Leech heals you when standing in blood. Nah. Living armor. 35% of all healing you receive by skills or consumables. Nope, that's garbage. Lone Wolf. +2 max AP, +2 recovery AP, 30% vitality, 30% physical armor, 30% magic armor, double invested points in attributes and combat abilities, except polymorph while you are adventuring solo or at most with one companion. So if we would have not used party members, we take Lone Wolf, huh? Interesting, but I'm thinking no. 3 extra points in memory. Morning Person. When resurrected, you resurrect to full health. Oh boy, that seems amazing. Hey, if you're killed when somebody eventually gets around to bringing you back, you get a trivial benefit. How is that worth a talent point? Opportunist seems good. Parrymaster also seems good. Pet Pal. Talk to animals. Pfft, I'm gonna eat them. I'm not talking to shit. Savage Sortilege. Magical skills, a critical chance. Okay, so critical with spells. Got it. 5 meters of extra range. Stench. Decreases everyone added towards you by 25, but melee opponents find you less attractive in combat. Huh. The Pawn we already saw. Torturer. The duration of damage statuses caused by our skills and surfaces by 1 turn. Interesting. Unstable. Makes you explode in a bloody cloud when you die, dealing 50% of your vitality as physical damage in a 3-meter radius. That doesn't seem useful at all. What is this, like a last big finger to whatever killed you? Walk it off. All status durations by 1 turn, including positive statuses, do not affect status with a duration of 1 turn. That didn't seem good. What a rush. What a rush! So that's be buffer when you're hurt. No. What's all skilled up? Requires level 2, requires level 2, requires pyrokinetic. Duck, duck, goose. Evade attacks of opportunity, requires huntsman. Seems good, actually. Executioner. Ooh. Extra AP after dealing a killing blow. Extra AP must be really good, I guess. Ice King. Picture of health. No, I'm just going to take Gorilla, I think. 40% extra damage while sneaking. I like that. Let's do that. It's guerrilla warfare down in the mines with the other remaining dwarves. Tags, your origins. Barbarian. They call you a savage, an animal. They don't know what it's like to need to fight tooth and claw just to survive. You do. Quick with the... we are not a jester. Mystic? We are not a mystic. Noble. Born? No, we are not a noble. Outlaw. Back alleys and rooftops know well the tread of your boot. You've got friends in low places and enemies to match. Is there one that's just lunatic? Because kinda I would like to go with that. Scholar? No. Soldier? No. Almost barbarian seems more appropriate than outlaw. I mean, Stabby is a criminal, but only in so much as that he just doesn't understand that there are laws and that he's not allowed to do whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. If I want to murder people all day, that's not really an outlaw if all you see is red. A roaring sea of red that fills your vision at all times and swamps you in a tide of bloodlust. I'm going to be a barbarian. Oh, can we have more than one? We can have several! Okay, I'm a barbarian outlaw then. Done. I love you totally, completely, and absolutely. Alright, you know, I love you too, Z-Double. I love you too. Outlaw barbarian? This seems appropriate, yes. This is what I like. What the fuck is instrument? Select your origin instrument. It will take the lead in the music during fights and will highlight various moments of your adventure. Oh, so this is like a soundtrack option. Cool. What's the band Surrey? Okay, I mean, that's alright. Tambura. Funky. It's got kind of like a sort of Poison hairband kind of feel to it. What about an oud? That's very Jester in the Darkest Dungeon kind of noise. A cello. It's a cello. Oh, this is it. That's very Game of Thronesian. I'm taking the cello. Beware, playing as an undead poses unique risks and benefits. Undead must veil their true selves from the living or risk being attacked. Healing potions and spells will damage you while poison heals you. Undead can pick locks with a bony finger alone and can survive the scourge of death fog. You know what? I'm letting my freak flag fly. People be like, oh, you're going to attack you because you're an undead. I say be yourself. Just because I'm the withered skeleton of a murderous dwarf who once vanished into the mines and murdered everyone he ever knew. Now I've come back from the dead to seek my revenge and cut Doc's throat while I make Happy watch. And Dopey cries in the corner. Just because that's me, you know what? I'm exposing myself to the world. This is me, world.
All happened like I knew it.
Like it or lump it.
A single drop of source magic.
Yeah, those apples are all poison. Don't eat them. See? I told you.
And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me.
Well, I mean, you were very clearly responsible. Were they not
Just
right
as
to finger
I'd
you?
planned.
Oh, you wanted them to finger you. All right, so you're sexually aggressive. I'm down with that.
And sent to Fort Joy.
So Fort Joy is like an ironic nickname then, right? It doesn't look very joyful.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken,
Is that a person or a thing?
but instead I became part of their story.
And somehow I'm a part of the story as well? Got home from the pub and feeling a bit frisky. Ooh, that's all right. You can romance me. Z-Double. Buy me a double and maybe, you know, get the mood lighting just right and make a go of it.